We want to welcome everyone to Cohort 3, Week 1 live webinar with Dayo Adetiloye, the lead instructor. We are glad to have you join the Cohort 3 edition. So that means we have done Cohort 1 and Cohort 2. And those editions has been a fantastic one. We are now in Cohort 3. We want to celebrate all the participants that came into Cohort 3. And I'm going to just run us through all the things we have in schedule for today. The first thing we are going to talk about is the BDA assignment. I'm going to talk extensively about that. The second thing I'm going to talk about is the testimony and feedback, which we get from our participants. The third one will be the opportunity for you to access loan and grants, which is from Nigeria Youth Investment Fund. Then the fourth one is the benefit of loans, when it should be applied for, and the tips to manage it. The next one is applying for global opportunities. And the last one is question and answer. Like I promised us in the group that all the questions you want to ask, you should come and ask it on this call today. So we want to welcome you as we go through this. We hope that this session will be an hour plus. So just stay tuned. For our assignments, the deadline for you to submit is Friday, the 22nd of November. Somebody asked about this in the WhatsApp review yesterday. So you have enough time to do your assignment. And we have sent you the template that should be like a guide. It's not compulsory. You must follow it exactly the way we sent to you. That's just like a guide for you. All right, so we have the first assignment, which is the business model canvas. The videos you have watched in the past 1 week speaks to some of the things that has to do with the assignment, and that's the reason why we are giving it to you first and in the business school. So you are going to develop your business model canvas, your pitch deck, your business plan. Then we want everyone to have a social media business page for your business or for your idea. If you have an idea, you've not started, go and open a social media page for it. I will tell you all the things you will do about your idea today. If you have not, if you have an existing page but it's not active, we encourage you for you to make it active. So you submit them, you submit everything together. That's the reason why I said you should wait till today before you submit. You submit everything together once. So don't just submit business model canvas and be sending another email for pitch deck. You'll be sending another email. No. Put everything together, then you submit your assignment. So we will check this and give you feedback before we give you your certificate. Now, for your certificate, we have two sets of people on this call. We have people that paid to be part of this cohort. Your certificate will be ready once you submit your assignment and you fulfill all the criteria by submitting your assignment and getting your feedback. For the second category of people on this call, people that DAID sponsored, all right? So you, in this category, you are going to have two certificates, one for DAID and one for Business Development Academy. So, but if you don't submit your assignment, there's no way you will be able to get this certificate. Also, we know that most people, they have a special unique name they want to be on their certificate. So what we now encourage is that when you are submitting your assignment, your preferred arrangement of your name, you should also send it alongside your assignment so that we use that to develop your certificate. So before testimonial, we know that we have this opportunity for people that were sponsored for through DAID, that you have opportunity to be selected to enjoy the free CSE registration. So the criteria is simple. It's more about your activeness, and you must have requested for this certificate during your application. All right. So this is what we are going to also do as you do that. All right. For testimonial and feedback, a link will be dropped tonight, and that link will be shared for us to start putting our testimonial together. This testimonial is also something that we encourage you to do. We have an aspect that has to do with video testimonial. We have written testimonial. Okay. So the next one is the first opportunity that we are giving to us tonight. But before I talk about this opportunity, I can see that some people are joining us. Can you tell us where you are joining us from? Where is your location? Which part of the world are you right now?
Hello, good evening, sir.
All right, so just type it in the meeting chat.
Okay.
Once we are done, we open the platform for people to talk. Just type in the meeting chat where you are joining us from. Let's do that quickly. Where are you joining us from? Okay, Olumide Akombi from Akure, Ondo State. Thank you. Adeoye David from Abuja. All right, Matthew from Lagos. Ogunguamopi from Lagos. My name is Mobi Oyeshiji. All right, Mobi Oyeshiji from Lagos. Okay, we have Paul from Ekiti. We have Olufumi from Ilesha, Osun State. Thank you for joining us. So the first opportunity I'm sharing with us is Nigeria Youth Investment Fund. This is a program by the government of Nigeria for the youth, where you can access loan and grant equity. So to apply for this is the link. Don't worry, after tonight, we will drop the links on our WhatsApp group for us to be able to apply, for people that have not applied. We have Ibukun from Kwara State, thank you. We have Faithful from Delta State, Agbo to be precise, thank you. We have Ibukun from Kwara State, thank you for joining us. So Nigeria Youth Investment Fund is an opportunity. The application is still open. I checked tonight before putting it here. The platform is still open, and it's your business plan that you are putting together that you are going to submit. Somebody was asking in the group if it is good for you to have people that would getting a consultant to write your business plan for you that is it good? Is yes and no. Yes, because sometimes you need to put your best application into the competition. Also, you are in the school to learn how to write. So it's as good as you learning how to write and all that. So we have this. This second opportunity. Okay, let me see if has anybody applied for this Nigeria Youth Investment before joining the school. Maybe you have applied before. Let me see your reply in the meeting chat. Okay, Oluwalayo said, yes, I applied. Odofin Ibukun said, no, I haven't. Matthew say, I have applied. Okay, nice. Good evening from Menukun. Ben, we see you. Incomplete application because of business plan. Okay, now that you are in the school, you'll be able to have a good business plan for it. Oshoba say, no, I haven't. Olumide say, I haven't. Okay, nice. So now that you are in the academy, you are going to apply. It's part of what you are going to do. You have to apply because these are the opportunities that we encourage people to be part of. All right. These are the opportunity for you to be part of. All right. So it's an opportunity that we want everyone to be part of, especially if you are between 18 to 40 years. If you are 18 to 40 years. All right. These are opportunity for you. Now, I want to share with us another opportunity from the federal government through Bank of Industry. They want to share 1 million naira loan for 75,000 MSME, single digit interest. Their single digit is most of the time is 9%. All right. So this is another opportunity for us to apply. Even though when I went through this application, I discovered that the demands are high in terms of what they want you to feel. The demands are high. So these are opportunities for us to be part of. So let's look at benefit of loans for businesses, benefit of loans for business owners. Most of the time, people ask questions like, when should I get a loan for my business? How do I apply for funding for my business? And all that. So I'm just going to walk us through some information tonight. Then the video for the second week, which we drop as from tomorrow. The videos from second week will address how to apply for grants opportunity and access other loans opportunity. All right. So benefit of loan for business. Access to capital, immediate funding. When you are looking for capital, you need urgent money. It's not grant you go for loan. Loan provide quick access to funds needed for various business activity like purchasing inventory, hiring staffs, or expanding operations. Number two, business growth and expansion, scalability. Loans enable businesses to scale their operation, invest in new market, or upgrade technology and infrastructure. So if you are thinking of how to expand your business and you need urgent money, it's loan you go for, not grants. If you want to build business credibility, you want to build business credit. So there's something we call credit history. Successfully managing and repaying loans helps build a solid credit, making it easier to secure future financing. Now, if you are looking for a loan in the future, now, if you have opportunity to get small loan, get the loan, pay it on time to have good credit history. And once you do that, you will be able to access bigger loans in the future. Then we have what is called retaining ownership. When you get a loan, you have no equity dilution, which ultimately means that unlike equity financing, loans do not require giving up ownership or control of business. You know, in this part of the world, we always want to have 100% of our business, all right? So if you don't want to dilute your equity, that means you don't want to share the business with other people. There are some people, they can give you equity finance and take like 70% of your business. That means they can even remove you as the CEO. That's the meaning of dilution. So as much as possible, you will see people trying to retain at least 51% of their business because they still want to be in control. But loan will not give you that headache. You have your 100% ownership of your business. So why should you apply for a loan? Why should you apply for a loan? For growth and expansion, all right? Growth and expansion, if you want to scale your operation when expanding to a new location. And let me tell us this, if you are just starting out, loan is not the best for you to be able to access funding. It's not the best for you, all right? So what you just do is you start with your own personal finance. Start with your own personal finance. All right? Start with your own personal finance. The next thing you can do when you apply for a loan is to manage cash flow. Seasonal businesses to cover expenses during off-peak season or manage fluctuation in cash flow, delay payments, all right, when facing delay in customer payment or large upfront costs. Purchasing assets. For example, the BOI I showed us, they can get you a loan that can help you to purchase equipment and inventory, all right? So if you are into manufacturing, you want to buy large equipment, BOI can give you the loan to get buy such equipment, and you pay in the space of 3-5 years. So tips for managing business loan. You need to know how to be able to manage business loan when you get one. Number one, prepare a detailed business plan outlining how the loan will be used. Don't collect loan and japa and travel outside your country. If you do that, you are going to have a bad credit rating, and that can tamper with your credit history in the future. Choose the right loan. Type, and you know that there is short-term loan and there is long-term loan. Don't get to a situation where you are using short-term loan to finance long-term projects. It's not going to be very good for you because you will be under pressure to pay back that money, whereas what you are doing is a long-term project. Then you maintain good financial practices. All right, don't worry. The particular slide I'm using now, I'm going to share it with us later tonight on our WhatsApp group. And also the recording for this session will also be shared with us on our WhatsApp group. Tips for managing loans: communicate with lenders. You know, some people, they are owing and they cannot pay back and they just run away. All right? They just run away. The lender will be chasing you around. Do you know that your friends can get you a loan? Your family and friends can loan you that money. That money that you are looking for, that you think is difficult to raise. Somebody can borrow you that money. But if you get to a situation where you can't pay that money back, you need to communicate with the lender. Transparency, you need to be transparent, maintain open communication with lender, inform them of any changes in business circumstance. Then you need to negotiate. If you are facing difficulties, negotiate with lenders for possible restructuring or temporary relief. All right, if you are following my conversation tonight, just type "I'm following" so that I know that you are here and you are following what I'm saying. If you are following this conversation, just type "I'm following." I'm following. All right, Aloba says I'm following. Oshoba says I'm following. Let me see. Let me see. Just say I'm following. Nice. Shizom say I'm following. Z say I'm following. Nice. Olumide says I'm following. Nice. Very good. Don't worry, very soon we will open the floor for us to start making comments, contribution, questions, and all that. So we want to look at applying for global opportunities, all right, which is one of the things that I push young people to applying for global opportunities. Now, if you have an existing business, I want to take another statistics. If you have an existing business, write 1. If yours is new idea, you've not started, type 2. Let's do that quickly. If you have an existing business, type 1. If you have new business, yours is new idea, you are just starting out, just type 2. Okay, I can see 2, 2, 2, 1. I can see 1. I can see 2. I can see 1. Okay. All right, very good. 1, 2, 1. Nice. Now, what I'm going to show us right now is like a checklist. You want to look at your business. Which one do you have? Which one that you did not have? Because when you are looking for global opportunities, they will ask you all this. If you have an existing business, do you have all the things I want to share with you? If yours is new business, do you have it? So everybody must have what I want to share with us. Number 1 is you need to register give your idea or your business name, register it with CAC. All right. Give your idea a name, register the name with Corporate Affairs Commission. For people that will not be able to get the free CSA registration that we have in stock for us, you will be able to register your business with a token of 30,000 naira. So we do that in my organization. So if you're unable to benefit from the free package that we have for 20 people that we are going to select, then you will look for 30,000 naira to register your business with CAC. Or if you can get somebody that can get it to you lesser than that. The next thing you do is tax identification number, TIN. You need that. You get that as well. Then you open a corporate account for your business and you let all your transactions pass through this corporate account. Some people have existing business, but they don't have corporate accounts. Open a corporate account, anything you are selling, let it pass through your corporate account. Then write a comprehensive business plan for your business. That's one of the assignments for BDA. Then create a pitch deck for your business is another assignment for BDA. Then when you want to be applying for global opportunities, you need a recognizable means of identification, like driver's license, international passport, voter's card, or any of those national ID. You need a website for your business. You say all these things might require you some money, but it's a good investment as you are starting. Currently in my organization, we just launched a new startup. We call it Remote Agric. Some of you have heard about it or watched a video about it. Remote Agric is a new startup in the agric space. All these things I'm sharing with you tonight, in less than 1 month, we've started developing it. Somebody is working on the website. We have registered Remote Agric Integrated Services Limited. Our target is that in the next 6 months, we want to get grants for Remote Agric. What do we do in Remote Agric? We connect urban investors and professionals to our platform to be able to farm remotely. That's what we do in Remote Agric. Currently, we launched with Yam Farm, own a Yam Farm project. And as we speak, we have over 100 and over 250 interested remote farmers on our WhatsApp group. And in less than a month, we've sold over 1,000 units of remote agric yam farm. And we are still selling right now. For some of you that have interest in agriculture, maybe if you chat me up, I can send you the package for remote agric. But for us, and all these things I'm sharing with you, we have started developing it for it. We have our social media now. We are working on our website. We have registered the business. By next month, we'll be opening our bank account for the business. So what I'm asking you to do, we are also doing it as well. You need a business logo. Currently, we have a business logo for Remote Agric. All right. So if you don't have business logo for your business, you need one. So go and do it. Then your social media account, it needs to be fully updated. If I get to your social media account now, do you post either daily or weekly? There must be something talking about your business on those platforms. Social media is free. If we can't see your website, we should be able to see your social media. All right. Then we have business address. Your story. You must be able to tell us story. Why are we doing Remote Agric? We have good background story around it. So I used to tell my own personal story, how my father is a farmer, is a teacher and a farmer at the same time. So everywhere he's posted to teach, he will get land there to farm. And the only thing we use to farm is yam. And Because of that, I've gained a lot of experience in yam farming. And now we are launching our first remote project with yam farm. Let me just give you an idea. In remote agric, we are planting, we are planting 10,000 heaps of yam. All right. At harvest, we are going to be having 10,000 tubers of yam. 10,000 tubers of yam. And in fact, our target, that the line is breaking. We didn't hear the background story. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, just type I can hear. If you can't hear, say I can't hear. Okay, Aloba say yes, I can hear. So maybe it's a network from your area, or look for me. Maybe it's a network from your area. A lot of people say I can hear. Okay, nice. So I'm trying to paint a picture for you that we at harvest, we are going to be having 10,000 tubers of yam. And one of the things we are trying to do is that imagine your business is the one producing all the yam that people will eat in Nigeria. Just think about it. Nigeria, we have over 250 million people population in Nigeria. And imagine we are the one producing yam that you are going to be eating on a daily basis. That is our vision. Are you getting it now? So this is stories that we are putting together. When people hear our story, read about our story, they believe in our project, and before you know, they partner with us. So these are ways you will be able to raise support, investors, and people to be part of your business. Most of the applications, they will ask you number of employee, male and female, and they want you to employ female. All right. Another thing is that they want to know if it's an existing business or a new business. They will ask about your annual revenue. They will ask about your management team, their profile. For example, my co-founder in remote agric studied in UK. All right, studied in UK and is back here in Nigeria, and he has been farming in Nigeria consistently for the past 7 to 10 years. So these are the stories people want to hear. Some of the application we ask for your BVN, your NIN, and they will ask you for purpose. If you are taking a loan, for example, they ask you for the purpose. State the details why you need that loan. Now, there are websites that shows you global opportunities, and you need to know what to do when you get to those websites. The ones we recommend, we have opportunityforafricans.com, we have opportunitydesk.com, we have msmeafricaonline.com, and we also have my website, dayoadetiloye.com. My website is different from all these other platforms because we will do more of consulting. Anything you see us post, we want to consult you on it. We want to help you to win those opportunities. But these other platforms, they are just information portal. So when you get to those portals, follow them on their social media handles, follow them. Then subscribe to their mailing list so that you can be receiving emails from them. For example, we do send emails out. If you are not part of our mailing list, maybe I will drop our mailing list in the group so that even after this program, you can still be receiving emails from us as well. So these are platforms that we recommend that you follow their work and they post information regularly. As I begin to round up, for the academy, we recommend some books. All right, you will need to pay to get those books if you have interest. The first book we recommend, especially if you want to be winning grants, is by my fundraising mentor. His name is Many Blessing. The book is titled The Winning Streak, and it is only through me you can get this book. Even the author did not have the book again. He has sent everything to me. So the book is 5,000 naira. Now, this author, in the last 10 to 15 years, this author has been winning grants every year. The one that I saw that he won about maybe 2 years ago, he won 250,000 US dollars from Google Impact Challenge. Can somebody just convert 250,000 US dollar to naira? Maybe you just use, you can even use 1,000 naira for example. 250,000 US dollars times 1,000 naira. Let's even say 1,000 naira is the exchange rate at that time. That is what somebody got for his business. And all the knowledge that he has used, all right, all the knowledge is put together in this book, The Winning Streak. All right. This same mentor, this year, he has received some money in dollars to support one of his new venture that give loan for agri-business, especially people in poultry farming. So the book, we have few copies left. It's physical book, it's not e-copy. So anybody that have interest, we have to send the book to you through Webby. If you are within Lagos, we send it to you through Webby, dispatch rider. If you are in Ibadan, we send it to you through public transport. If you're outside Lagos, we use GIG logistics to send it to you. Or if you know somebody coming from Lagos that can help you pick it up, I have maybe less than 30 copies left. So if you have interest, reach out to me. Especially if you are between 18 and 40. This book is one of the books I want you to get. All right, I really want you to get the book. Now, another book that I want you to get is e-copy that is available. Is my latest book titled Starting Out in Life and Business. Employ yourself, build a business, make impact. So this book is about my story, how I started out in life and business, and all the things that I've learned over time in business. They are inside this book. All right, my story. I've won some few grants as well. I share some of those stories there. I now serve as mentors on some platforms and also consultant for some businesses, big businesses. So I put all those stories inside this book. So if you are looking at inspire you, one thing I tell people is that if you are starting out in business, you need resources. You need to be in like minds of people that are also doing business. If all your friends are working in maybe Shell, Chevron, telecoms, MTN, Glo, your friends are working class, they are working, and you are the only one facing entrepreneurship. If care is not taken and you don't have friends that are into entrepreneurship with you, if care is not taken, you might dust your CV and go and get a job. So you need inspiration, you need knowledge, and that's the reason why you are in this academy, where you meet people that have interest in starting out in life and starting out in business and running businesses like you, so that even if you have challenges, you'll be able to ask questions. So the book is on seller. The book is 5,000 naira. By next year, when I'm doing my birthday, we'll be able to publish and launch the physical copy of the book. The next book we want to recommend is by my mentor. This is another of my mentor. This is my business mentor. His name is Dr. Abib Olamintoye. He wrote the foreword for my book. All right. Dr. Abib is my billionaire mentor. Currently, Dr. Abib owns 4 hospitals. and also currently has 3 big hotels. If you are in Ibadan, if you've heard of Academy Suite, it's owned by Dr. Habib. If you have heard of Ibadan Central Hospital, is owned by Dr. Habib. So out of his numerous books that he has written, all right, he has been mentoring me for more than 7 years now. There are 2 books that I recommended. Number one is How to Run a Business That Thrives in Your Absence. And number 2 is The 30 Laws of Money. The price is 8,000 naira each. If you really have interest in keep building your business knowledge and acumen, these books are good material for you. So if you want these books, you can chat me up. We'll arrange them and send it across to you. All right, we arrange them and send it across to you. They are recommended books. So the floor is open tonight for question and answer, contribution, comments. How are you feeling about the academy? Are you excited about the academy? What have you learned so far? This is the time for you to make all those contributions. So if you want to talk, you raise up your hand. We'll give you opportunity to unmute yourself and talk. If you want to make comments, you can type your comments and put it in the meeting chat. If you have questions, you can type it in the meeting chat. I will answer you. And if you want to talk, you raise up your hand. We'll give you opportunity to talk. So while that is going on, I want to respond to some questions we have on the WhatsApp group. All right. The first question we received yesterday, and I said we'll answer them during the live section. So somebody says, for the assignment submission, can we have more days? So I think I've addressed that. You have a lot of time, up to 2 weeks now, to do your assignment. So that is for that. Then we have somebody that asks a question. I want to read them out here. Is it advisable for you to write your business plan yourself or to give to an organization to write for you? It's your business, it's your idea. Write it yourself. You can ask the organization to help you review it. So for example, my organization help people to write their business plan and also review their business plan. So we encourage you, write it yourself, give it to them to review. You know, it's your own business. So that's number one. Then number 2 question, is it possible to start and run 2 different businesses successfully and be profitable? We advise you to start with one. I have been doing, so Dayo Adetiloye Business Hub officially have run successfully for more than 8 years. Before this year, before we launch out on our remote agri project. So you might say, you are running 2 things, remote agri and Dayo Adetiloye Business Hub. So we've done that for 8 years. So you need to do one thing at a time. Do it successfully before launching into another thing. Number 3, what is your opinion about getting a loan to start a business? Don't use a loan to start. Start with your own money. When you want to scale the business, you now get a loan. You know, business is not straightforward. It's up and down. So if you start a business and you discover that the business is not profitable, if it's your money, you're at peace. You can gamble with your money. If you lose all your money, you're at peace. But if somebody borrow you money like bank and you lose their money, they will collect their money back. Oh. When they want to give you the money, they will be smiling. When they want to collect the money back, they will not put on smiling face. Oh. They will bring security to your business premises. to demand for that money from you. And there is something they call GSI, Global Standing Instruction or something. That thing says that you will, anywhere, any account you have that have money, if you are unable to pay them, that thing will go into those accounts and remove those money there. So you want to be sure that you are ready and prepared to start a business with loan. So we don't advise you start a business with loan. Number 4, also, why use AI for your pitch deck when you can use your head? Mr. Peter use AI is someone not supposed to be authentic. All right, so AI has come to help you. When it comes to writing, when it comes to designing, all right, AI has come to help you. AI is a tool, all right? It's just like, let's say, a medical doctor, for example, they have what is called stethoscope. They will put it in their ear and put it into your heart to hear your heartbeat. And you know one thing about AI, if you are an amateur and you use AI, AI will give you amateur response. If you are a professional, you use AI, AI will give you professional response. So it's a tool that can help you. Now, another question, what if the organization you sent it to discover that it was copy? So if you copy and paste, so for example, on Google now, if you Google business plan, for example, you can see some templates of business plan. If you just copy and paste that, and there's nothing you are changing, they will know. For example, when we help you to write business plan, in my organization, we help people to write business plan. So sometimes we can have a request that 10 different people will request for the same thing. Let's say you request for poultry business plan. 10 people requesting for poultry business plan. So what we do is we have a questionnaire that you will first answer. Number 1, all of you cannot do the poultry business in the same location. Number 2, all of you cannot use the same business name. Number 3, the money all of you will need to start the business can never be the same thing. Number 4, the profile and the experience of the business owner can never be the same thing. I've given you 4 or 5 things now that is going to be different. Now, what can look similar might be the operations, all right? Poultry will produce egg. So in all the business plan, they will produce egg. They cannot produce more than egg. Are you getting it now? But when people are reading your work, they will know that this is unique to you. So you want to take note of that. So you want to be professional, and that's the reason why you are in this academy. You are learning how to write business plan, how to prepare pitch deck, how to do a lot of things, and you're going to do it yourself. And any tool that is going to help you to do it, those tools, if you put amateur response or amateur information, you get amateur response. Also, can this be outsourced to a professional? Because I'm not sure I can do a quality job. Like I said, start it, then give professional to finish it for you. Don't, even sometimes when we send our questionnaire and they see how detailed the questionnaire is, when you see our questionnaire, you will know that you yourself, there are information you are going to supply. So I hope this person that sent these questions will be able to get that. So let's look at the question in our meeting chat. Ben said, thank you very much. Please, my question is, how can we properly track our financial flow? So maybe you are talking about cash flow, how you can track it. Now, if you have an existing business, you need to have, if you have your bank account, just ensure that all your money comes into the account And when you want to spend money, you spend it through the account so that you can have a proper record of your financial flow. That's one. Number two, if you deal with cash, ensure that you issue out receipt each time you receive cash from people. Issue out a receipt so that those receipts will be documented. Now, you might be the only one in your business now. You have to do all those things. When your business keep getting bigger, you can now employ an accountant to do that for you. You will be wondering, why did the accountant go to school to spend 4 years and they spend another 2 years to be shattered and all that? It's because they want to help you track your financial flow. So employ an accountant when you have the money. Olubunmi says, how much is limited liability and what are the benefits compared to sole proprietorship? Thank you for that question. So limited liability company is very good when you are prepared for it. We charge 70,000 naira to do it for you for the minimum share capital, which is 1,000,000 share capital. The benefit is this. There are some transactions that they only want to deal with people that have limited liability company and people that have audited financial statements. All right. So you want to be prepared. You want to be, for example, when we register our remote agri, we register it as a limited liability company because we've seen the billions coming into remote agri. So we want to be prepared. We don't want somebody to look at the business and say, we can't trust you enough because you have business name. All right. So that's one. But the most important benefit is that if there is anything that happens in your business, let's say you are owing, the business is owing and cannot pay back. If the court want to recruit that money back, it is only if you register limited liability company, it is only maybe cars, houses in the name of the company that they can touch. They cannot touch your personal property. All right. So let's say remote agri now is owing the bank and they want to get that money from us. And we have a car in the name of the company. They can take over that car. But they cannot take the car that is in name of Dayo Adetiloye. They cannot take it. That is the meaning of limited liability, that the liability is limited. But if you have business name and you are owing, they believe you and the business, you are one. So they will touch you, touch your property, touch the business just to recoup their money. So I hope that one helps. Mariam says, my question, an existing business that wants to apply for global grant, but as it have a break even and annual turnover is low, how can the business answer the question about break even and annual turnover without making the business look unserious? Now, what makes your business serious is the problem you are solving, your pitch deck you have prepared, your business plan you have prepared. If your business has not broken even, it doesn't matter. Just put the information about the business there. If your cash flow is very low, just put it there. It doesn't matter. What matters is the problem that the business is solving, how you are able to communicate it into your business. Olumide says, it was a great and educative session, sir. My question is all about the business idea. When business idea come, it stays a long time without working on it because of age and resources. What are the things to do to work in this kind of situation? So if you have a business idea and your age is not allowing you to pursue it, you can sell the idea, sell it to people that can pursue it. Do you know that there are some people, they sell idea for a living and they make money by selling the idea? You can sell the idea. Do you know that if you have, let's say you are in the telecoms industry and you have an idea that can make MTN, for example, to sell more, It will pay for the idea. So partner with people that have money. You have money, you have idea, you don't have money. Somebody have money, they don't have idea. Partner together, but get a lawyer to prepare documents for you to sign when you are partnering like that. So there are so many ways for you to still launch that idea without having the resources to do it. Question 2 from Mariam. Miriam, is there an easy to use record keeping app that you can recommend that is free? There are a lot of them. Just Google them, free record keeping app. Google them, you will see it. The ones we can recommend, there is this Zoho app. Zoho app can help you. There are a lot of them. Don't worry. During the week, we'll list some apps that we'll recommend that you can use. Efemina says, I have a business that I'm doing, but I want to establish a foundation, which is non-government organization. Is that allowed? I want to use it to reach out to people. So you can start an NGO. I also have an NGO that sponsored a lot of you to this program, DAID. We've been doing program for close to 7 years before I put the money together to register it as a proper NGO. So even if you are not registered, go and start impacting lives. Are you getting it now? We usually host in Ondo State the Youth Empowerment Summit every year, and we are not registered, and we keep giving back to the society. We keep impacting lives. All right. So after 7 years, we now register it as a proper NGO. So you can do that. To register NGO is 200,000. We can do that for you as well if you have the money. Upper Matthew. So my question is it wise to quit my job and pursue my startup idea? Now, for that, you need to take what is called calculated risk. You might need a one-on-one consultation for this. It's not something that, it's not an advice that we can just throw open like this for you. There's, for example, I will ask you a question. How much have you saved for this startup to start? How much have you saved? If you don't have any money, you don't need to quit. Another thing is the job you are doing now, does it allow you to start this idea by the side and still maintain your job? So it's not one size fits all. So you might want to chat me up. So maybe sometimes tomorrow we might catch up, chat me up, so I might be able to ask more questions from there. I can now coach you to be able to exit your paid employment. So those kind of coaching, we also charge for it. It's not free, but you are sure that you have a coach coaching you. And if you're on this call, go through this academy, ensure you watch all the videos, do your assignment. Another thing, all those books we recommended, buy all of them. Start reading. You know, before you just jump out of your paid employment, you have to be prepared and be equipped. So that's the reason why I said it's not something that we can just say, oh yeah, go and quit. No. As a matter of fact, there are some of us that you are going to have opportunity to work in a place that will be your dream work. You understand now? For example, our manager at the Adetiloye Business Hub is working the Adetiloye Business Hub is so demanding that the skills is gathering at that level. If he goes to start his own, he might not be able to gather those skills like that. So there are benefits. Where you are working now, there are benefits. Have you explored all the benefits where you are working? So like I said, it's a lot. We will charge for such coaching, but we can talk tomorrow. All right. But if you really want this kind of coaching to exit your paid employment and start your startup, we charge for that coaching. At least we will be together for 6 months before you even quit. Are you getting it now? So by the time we cook you for 6 months, then you can now exit and start your idea. Another question from Ben, question 2. If you already have a business running as a sole proprietor and yet you don't have location, when applying for loan, will you regard the business as a startup or growth stage? So your house address can be the address for your business. It's not compulsory that you have to go and pay one big money for your address. Where you are sleeping now is good as your address, all right? And it's your transaction that determines if it's a startup or growth. Your transaction, have you started making money? Do you have a corporate account? All the things I've mentioned, have you done it? Those are the things. Odofin says, sir, concerning the business name, are we supposed to pay CAC yearly? Why I'm asking is because I went to CAC and I was told I was owing 40K dating back 2018. I realized a lot of people are not aware of anything like that. All right. And I didn't know at first hand, this money seems much. What do I do? So they call it annual returns to CAC. Annual returns. You pay it every year. So you have to look for that money and pay it. It's called annual returns. All right. So with that, you will be your business name will be active with CSA. As Efemina says, thanks for your explanation. Thank you too. Rockways Limited. My business is a new service, delivery business. How can I keep niche to my business? All right. So if you are into delivery business, there are so many questions I would like to ask you to know exactly what you have done so far as niche in your niche. All right, but I might not be able to give you direct, and maybe you can reach out to me during the week. We might talk more about your business. Olumide says, thank you, sir. Olufumi says, about the pitch deck for startup like us, who only work alone and yet to have a team. Is it possible to put it there that we don't have a team? Or we must find, even if it's just one person. Maybe because I feel I can still do it alone. I don't have a capacity to manage a team. And also, do we put a camouflage partner on the pitch? Like, can we put members of our maybe family? Can, can we decide to change team in the long run? Okay, so basically, you can get volunteers for your business and put them as part of your team. You must have team members. Remember when I was starting out with this remote agree project, I didn't do it alone. I have a co-founder. There are some applications that if you don't have co-founder, they will not attend to you. All right, especially if you are a startup, they will not attend to you. So that section that has team, at least minimum of 3. Use your family member, but let them have specific role in your business. Some people might be in operations, some people might be in IT, some people, your team. For example, if somebody is working on your website, is already your team member and is in the IT section. And the person might just be a consultant helping you to develop your website. So the person is already part of your team. So when they talk about team, they are not saying staff. Staff is the one you pay monthly and you don't have staff for now. So team are people that are helping you to think. Are you getting it now? Your family members, your friends, but they should have specific role in your business. Sonny says, please, what business tools or software will you suggest to assist us with financial planning and analytics for our business? So basically what you need now is the template I've sent to you. That's what you need now to do your financial planning. Sit down with it. And we have also, this week's video or last week's video also shows us how to edit those templates that we have shared with you. So use those templates for your financial planning so that you don't disturb yourself with too much of tools and softwares. Ben says, thank you, sir. Olufumi says, what are the difference between a startup and growth stage business? Is it possible to use my husband as my co-founder? Yes, you can use your husband as co-founder, but your husband must have a skill and must have a role in this business. So let me give you an example. In remote agri, I'm the business development guy. I'm the guy that looks for the money for the business. I'm looking for the money through investment, through loans, through grants, through every model to raise money for remote agri. I'm the guy in charge of that. I'm also the guy in charge of marketing. We want to market our yam. We want to move the yam from one location to the other. We want to deliver to our customer. I'm the guy in charge of it. My co-founder is the one that goes to farm every day, that ensures that the yam is planted, that ensures that all workers on farm, our farmers, they are doing well in terms of their HR. The contract they sign with them is the one in charge. He goes to the farm every blessed day. You see that our skill is complementary. So if you want to use your husband, the question is, what will be the role of your husband in the business? Now, the difference between a startup and a growth stage business. You see, the question you want to really ask is not growth stage. What you want to ask is difference between a startup and SME. They are two different things. But we might not be able to cover it tonight. Let me just write it down. In our next coaching section, we will talk, I will add it to what we will talk about. Difference between SME and startup. They are two different things. Then difference between startup and growth stage business. They are two different things. So in our next meeting next week, we will talk about this. There are two different things. All right. So let's move on. As we begin to round up, Olumide Akombi says, sir, I'm actually on pitch deck also, which is for presentation for a project. But the project is an NGO, which hasn't last a year, but already have impacts in the society. Can I still meet the requirements, sir? Yes. Go ahead, do your pitch deck for your NGO. We'll be waiting for you to read from you. And my last question, I learned building a website is expensive. Is there any way we can go around, probably through free platforms or affordable ones? The partner we have that we usually link people to, the minimum for your website is 300,000. The reason why it's expensive is because of our dollar to naira in Nigeria. That's the only reason. It wasn't up to this before. How much is naira to dollar today? Can somebody answer that question? Naira to dollar today, how much is it? Okay, help us. 17. 17. So the hosting platform and domain name platform, they have not changed their price. So some of them are up to $50, $100. And the templates they buy to design your platform, they have not changed their $100. But our naira, the thing has been moving up. So that's the reason why we are paying 300K for website. So if you want us to link you up, the minimum is 300K. You will have a standard website that you can use for what you want to do. Ben said, please, concerning the assignment, the financial plan template is separate. Are we to merge it to the business plan? Just submit it separate the way it is. Don't merge it. If you are a professional, you want to merge it, you are going to copy from the Excel, you copy it into the business plan. But not to confuse you too much, just submit the Excel the way it is. We'll see it and we'll know what we are looking for. But if you're a professional, you can copy it from the Excel. Maybe you want to copy your cash flow, your balance sheet, and your income statement. You can copy it if you can. But if you cannot, just leave it like that. Our time is first spent. We are going to end here tonight. The recording of this section will be sent to us. Then every other thing will be sent to us. Feedback about your experience so far about the academy. I'm going to post something on my personal Facebook page. I'll send the link to us. I want you to comment. I'll just ask question. How has the academy been so far after 1 week in the academy? So we want your feedback on that Facebook page. So you'll be posting it there so that people can see all over the world that you are receiving something massive from here. Somebody says, sir, can a blog be used in place of a website as a startup? Yes, you can use a blog. It's just the information on your blog that is very important. Like when I started out in business, I started with a blog. All the stories in my book, starting out in life and business. So we want to thank all of you that stayed to this time on this call. We want to really appreciate you because we know that without you being here, we will not be able to have what we call business school. It's because you are here that we are also making this impact that we have. If you have any question, feel free to chat me up on WhatsApp. Save my number. I'll be posting on the group. Save my number. Feel free to reach out to me. All right, send me WhatsApp message. I will surely respond to you. All right, feel free. Don't. All right, just if you face any challenge in your business, anything, you just chat me up, and you can maximize this period that we are together during this academy. And when we are done with the academy, we still retain the WhatsApp group. It now becomes our alumni platform for Cohort 3 and all that. So we continue to follow up on you. We want you to succeed. All right. We really, really want you to succeed. So thank you everyone for your contribution, your questions. I love the set of questions that we answered tonight. They are really wonderful. Thank you everyone. So I'm going to stop the recording now. Then another thing we do before we go is that we take group picture for each of our live session. So you can on your video, then we'll do that. All right. So you can